Welcome back to the show. My name's Liam. I'm gonna have 100,000 subscribers before June fucking 10th next year, so I'm only at 100. So if you're here right now, I'm fucking happy for you. And I'm happy for me too. But today I'm talking about no risk, no reward. Nothing ventured, nothing gained type shit. Think about, excuse my cough. It's really ramping up lately. Think about the first job you ever had. It probably was at some sort of restaurant, some sort of fast food place, maybe a retail store, whatever it was. Whatever it was, oh shit. Whatever it was, there was nothing risky about it. You go in there, you clock in, and while you're there, you know every hour you put in, you're gonna get your $15. Just $15. That means if you work, shit, I'm so bad at math. I don't know. If you're a student, if you're in high school, you work 4 hours after school, 3 days a week, you got sports, that's 12 hours, 15 times 12, something like 250 to 350 bucks. I'm not gonna do that math in my head. But the point is that you go in there and you don't risk anything at all. You know you're gonna get paid. Now look at one step above that. I'd say it's probably a sales job. A sales job, you could work 20 hours and not make a single dollar. Think about that. If you've never had a job like that, think about it. You could work more than you've ever worked and make $0. But you could also work less than you've ever worked and make $3,000 in an hour if you're selling a high ticket product. I sell Cutco knives and I've fucking made over $3,000 in 1 hour. Biggest sale, it was over $6,000. I make almost half, I make 45%. That's the beauty of it. You take a risk, you have to have more actual skills, but the outcome is that you make way more money. You have to put in a lot more time, a lot more effort at the front end when you're learning, and it's hard, it sucks, it's difficult, and that's why you earn more. That's why the next step up would be a business owner. They take on all the risk. When you're a salesperson, you take on your own risk of your income, but you're not liable for the entire business and their success. You don't have to worry about paying employees. You don't risk any of that stuff. The only risk is yourself. You don't have other people under you that you're risking. So the more risk, the higher reward. The more and more you go up. If you're dealing with really, really large sums of money, there's a lot of risk involved with that. Investments, you're dealing with tons of money, and there's a ton of risk involved. That's also the way you can make the most money. Now, I'm not saying just go and assume a bunch of risk and do something solely for the purpose of it being risky. But I'm saying don't think that you're going to get rich without risking anything. And the risk also doesn't have to be money. For me with these YouTube videos, I'm risking people seeing them. I'm risking wasting my time, maybe. I don't think there's any way I'm wasting my time. And I'm risking kind of my reputation. Some people might think this is stupid. But the outcome of this is a pretty low risk, high reward. However, I have to put in a bunch of time, which theoretically could all fall through. I make these videos every day in kind of just any free time that I have. But the possible outcome is huge. So that's a bet I'll take. I'll make the YouTube videos with the possible outcome being I can pretty much do anything with a good following. And I can also help a ton of people. So that's a risk I'm really willing to take. And I think making these are fun. I get in the car and talk about shit that I want to talk about. It also makes my drives go by way faster. And I also run businesses too. Now, I chose probably the easier of the business models. I've got fitness coaching and I've got lacrosse coaching. There's not any overhead. I don't have to really pay for anything. It's all about me. So it's relatively not scalable in its current state. The lacrosse coaching, I have to be there. I have to talk with the customers. I do one-on-one sessions, and then I have a program I give to them as well. But it's really fucking good. It's a good fucking service. And I assume risk by doing it. Dude, I charge $90 per session, 1 hour. I make $90 an hour doing that. And I told my dad I was going to charge that. And guess what he said? He said, yeah, charge $90 if you want to scare people off. Bro, people who don't pay also don't pay attention. Literally, you can increase the value of your shit by just bumping up the price. People get more out of it when they pay more. Everybody wins. And so I did. I charged $90 for the damn session, and they paid it. And they're gonna get a shit ton out of the service. Even if they said no, worst case scenario, I'd drop it down a little bit. It's basically like a sale. Drop it down if you need to. Although you don't want your price to be flexible. If they're not willing to pay whatever price you say, they just don't believe in you. And that's something you did wrong. They don't believe in you as a person. But if it's just a one-time, they're only obligated to pay once. They pay one time. And they've got a banging service, dude. They got a banging service, bro. So do some shit that's a little bit out of your comfort zone. Try something new. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Wally out.